I've mounted Velcro on the underside of these things. It's not set properly yet, but it just means that I can, freely move these anywhere I want. So I've got that one set at 5 volt, that one's set at actually 5.5 volt, because when I put it onto 6 volt it's actually reading 6.2. The 5.5 is correct and the 5 volt is correct, but 6 volt is reading too much. I want to run these on over 5 volt because of the servos. It gives them more torque. So that's done anyway. So I've been working on the piece of plywood that you slide in the centre of the fuselage. That thing is powering the Vector, and there's also one for the easy UHF power. Now if that fails, it'll go into failsafe. Now the other thing as well, what I'm going to do is, this one here is 5 volt, so what I'm going to do is run another tap off here, which is a lot of taps, and I'm going to have it going into the backup power. So what it will do is it will run off here, and if this fails it will run off that. So at least I'll still have some, I won't have any control, but it'll hit, if that goes off, that'll fail and it'll hit RTH and hopefully come home. In theory, in practice, I'll probably live in China somewhere and I'll just say goodbye to it again. So this one is only for, is it that one? Yeah, that should be on 5.5 volt, not 5 volt. That one is only for the servos, that's all it does. So I've got all these wires here. So that one goes to that BEC. That VTX one, that one goes directly to the battery rail. And then we've got camera 1, which is 5 volt, which is connected to that. I've got camera 2 5 volt, which is also connected to that, and I've checked them all. There is no interference whatsoever. Brilliant, the clean signal. Those things, for the price of them, I thought, yeah, I'll have loads of noise on them, but I haven't, none at all. So, do you ever get them moments where you're just trying to talk, or you're on an answer phone or something? You're talking to an answer phone and you think, I'm talking to an answer phone, and you have total blockage and you don't know what the f you're talking about because I've completely lost the plot again. F***ing hell. So I've connected on here, you can see the positive and the negative. It's a bit crude, but and it's connected to the 5 volt backup. Now the reason for doing that is, if I now unplug the only power connector going to the Vector, like that, you see it's still on. Oh god, this is tight. So the Vector is now running off at BEC. So if the power does fail, if that voltage regulator goes, what will happen is the easy UHF will drop out, and it will automatically go into failsafe, which is exactly what I want it to do. So fingers crossed. No more luck, it will just disappear somewhere. And I think I live in Hawaii. I think I might move there. If I move to Hawaii, will it come home? Well, I don't know how much video I missed. I've painted these things. What are they? Ailerons. So I painted the ailerons. I painted them with a coat of matte black, and then I put some yacht varnish on it, which has made it it's quite strong, but it's still not, I want it stronger. So I've got these carbon rods, Ooh. I've got these carbon rods. I think they're only £1 each for a 1 metre length. So I'm going to just cut a slot in there. I'm going to put those in there, I think. Yeah, I'll do that. As I said before, I don't know how much video I've actually shown. This is the rear stabiliser, which I've painted matte black. I've still got to put clear varnish on it. I've put, oh god, so oh, right. So the rear, the servo, I've mounted on the underside. Well, where else would you mount it, Tony, you stupid pillock? So I've mounted the rear servo there, and I've also put the what's it called, horn thing through the top, purely because this side is going to be the bottom side, so it's going to be facing downwards, so it'll have all the drag and everything else, so you don't get any drag off the ground, off any landings or anything like that. And also on here, I've fed this through the boom. I've cut a hole in the thing. Oh god, I don't really do struggle speaking some days. So I've cut a hole in the mounting bit here, and I've fed it through there. Now the other thing I've done is, with these mounting pieces, when you get them, I haven't got any here, when you get them, the screws don't go the right way. One of them goes up and the other one has to point out, that sort of thing. Because they haven't sided these, they haven't made them, you know. So what I've done is I've cut this piece off. Oh, do you get what I mean? So they're both pointing upwards like that. If you've got a Skywalker, you'll know what I mean. A SkyHunter. I'm having a bad day. Oh dear. So I've done that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a gloss coat on that. Now these, oh for f***'s sake, oh bollocks to it. Right, I'm going to paint the horizontal thing, stabiliser, that was it. I've done, this is the elevator, this is the elevator that I actually made, that you saw the video in last time. And what I had to do is, which you can just about see it there, I had to put a piece on the end because there's no way I was cutting that out again. Just as a comparison, is the original elevator, which is rather springy, it's ridiculous, and here's this one that does, you know, it's a hell of a lot stronger. It's not much heavier. So that's already done. That was as I did with the rest of it. I painted some matte black over it, and then I coated it in clear varnish and left it for a few days to dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint this black. I've actually got some gloss black for this. This is, if you want to know what it is, it's 151, I think it is. 151 black gloss, non-drip paint, which is probably going to drip anyway. Usually does. So I'm gonna gloss that. I can tidy these wires up and everything. Just a word of warning about this 151 paint. If you're going to use it, make sure that you've got suitable ventilation. Do what I do, shut all the windows and the doors and everything else, and then wonder why you can't speak after painting for an hour.